Hello friends, how's you? I hope all are fine and healthy. Welcome to Affairs Cloud Learn to Lead. Today we will discuss very important current affair of 6th of February 2021. This was basically pending video and I am covering today because due to my throat infection I was not able to cover on that day. That's why in Hindi we already uploaded but in English it was pending. So that's why we are covering of the 6th of February 2021. Today we will discuss 14 to 15 very important current affair. So watch the video till last. And guys, I am requesting you all that you have to like this video, you have to share as maximum as possible and you have to subscribe this channel. But before proceeding, I just want to discuss about Affairs Cloud subscription, that you can buy our Affairs Cloud subscription or the current affairs subscription only from our application. Sir, what is the name of application? Application name is Careers Cloud. Remember, application name is not the Affairs Cloud, application name is Careers Cloud. How we can download? You can download this application from the description box. It means under this video there is a description box and we put a downloading link of this application. You can download in very easy method. So guys, what we are providing? We are providing 1 year subscription and 2 year subscription, and under the subscription we are providing daily wise PDFs. It means in the daily wise PDF you will get 2 PDFs. One is related to the detailed current affairs of particular day. Second is in the form of question and answer of particular day. Next is weekly PDF, very important. You can revise the current affair on week basis. Next is weekly test, very important to evaluate yourself that how much current affair you can retain and how much current affair you have to require to revise more. Next is monthly PDF section, and it is the most important because we are providing various PDFs according to your exams and according to your convenience. Like first is study PDF. It means all the detailed current affair will be provided under this PDF. Next is question and answer PDF. It means you can revise the current affair in the format of the question and answer. Next is Pocket PDF, very important for those aspirants who want to revise the current affair before your exam very quickly. Next is Banking, Finance and Economy PDF. Specially, we are preparing this section specially for the banking aspirants because they can only exam related current affair. They can learn only exam related current affair from this PDF. Next is the top 100. It means the best 100 current affairs will be provided to you in the form of question and answer of particular month. And it is very important to revise the current affair very quickly. And guys, all these things will be provided to you every month, and the cost of this subscription is very much low. If you are buying 1 year or 2 year, both the prices are very much low, and on that minimal cost we are providing 10% extra discount. How you can get this 10% extra discount? If you use this code ASH10, then you will get definitely 10% extra discount. So let's start today's current affair, that is the 6th of February 2021. But I am requesting you all again that you have to like this video, you have to share as maximum as possible, and you have to subscribe this channel. So we are starting with the first section, that is the most important question section. Here is our first question. Who is appointed as new chairman of National Safety Council? So very important question, and you can mark under the most important because he is appointed as the new chairman of National Safety Council. So guys, what is the function of National Security Council? Its main function is to ensure safety in all workplaces. Remember, the major role of National Security Council is to ensure safety in all workplaces. And answer of this question is S.N. Subramanian. So remember, National Security Council, and you have to relate this name S.N. Subramanian, and you can see here he is currently Lawrence and Turbo. It means L&T Chief Executive Officer S.N. Subramanian appointed as the chairman of National Safety Council. You can also see here he is holding this position for a time period of 3 years. And remember, the main role to ensure safety in all workplaces. And remember about National Security Council or National Safety Council, that National Safety Council was to be established on 4th March 1966. It means it was established in 1966 and it works under the Ministry of Labour. And remember, where is the headquarter? Maharashtra. Don't remember Director General. Director General is not so much important. Director General is Lalit Gabane, but not important. Just remember the headquarter and establishment year 1966. And this person, S.N. Subramanian, is appointed for 3 years. Now we are moving to next question. Who wrote a novel titled Whereabouts? So this is most important book, Whereabouts, and very renowned author who wrote this book. She won Pulitzer Prize, and name of this author is Zulfa Lahiri. So remember the name of the author, very important question, even most important question we are covering. Whereabouts, that name is most important, and author is also famous, Zulfa Lahiri. You can see here Zulfa Lahiri, new book Whereabouts. You can see the cover page of this book. Pulitzer Prize winner Zoomfa Lahiri is set to release her new novel titled Whereabouts, and this book is published by Penguin Random House India. And remember, what is the story under this book? The book portrays the story of a life of a woman whose life transformed with the just change in her perspective. It means if you change the perspective, then you can change your life. This is basically written by Zoomfa Lahiri under this book. The novel Whereabout was written in Italian actually and translated after that in English by the Zoomfa Lahiri. And she also won the Pulitzer Prize for her debut book, The Interpreter of Maladies. So two things are important under this question. One is the name of the book, second the author, and what this book portrays. So this book portrays the story of a life of a woman whose life transformed with the change in her perspective. So now we are moving to next question. Who authored a new novel titled 1857, The Sword of Mastan? And guys, remember, this is the second edition of this book. The Sword of Mastan, first edition, was written by same author in 2019. Remember, in 2019, the first edition of this book was released. And the name of the first edition was Mastan, the Fallen Patriot of Delhi, remember. And now it is the second, and it basically describes the revolt of 1857 or the Indian Rebellion of 1857. And this book is written by Vineet Bajpayee. You can see the cover page, very interesting cover page and very beautiful cover page. This is Vineet Bajpayee, and it is the second book of best-selling Mastan series, and 1857, The Sword of Mastan. You can also see here, it is a two-part book. And the first book was named as the Mastan, the Fallen Patriot of Delhi, and it was released in 2019. And it describes the Indian Revolt of 1857. Just remember the name of the author. Name of the author is Vineet Bajpayee. Now we are moving to next question. Which state government approved Chief Minister Water Conservation Program? And this state government is spending so much money on the water conservation programs, and they are basically repairing and restoration of all existing water bodies in Maharashtra and improve the irrigation capacity. So answer of this question is Maharashtra. Very simple question. You have to remember it is a Chief Minister Water Conservation Program. And who is the Chief Minister? Very simple question. Uddhav Thackeray ji, Chief Minister. And who is the Governor? Acharya Devvrat. And very important, two national parks in Maharashtra. One is Tadoba National Park, remember. Second is Sanjay Gandhi National Park. Both are very, very important. Now we are moving to next question, but you can see here Maharashtra cabinet approves 1340 crore because state government is spending so much money on the conservation of water conservation scheme, so that irrigation techniques can be improved and farmer income can be enhanced, because there is a target of 2022 that we have to basically double the farmers income by the year of 2022. And this is a 3-year program that will be started in April 2020, already started, and till March 2023. And it will conserve the soil and water, and it will be implemented by the Water Conservation Department of Maharashtra. And main objective to repair and restoration of existing water bodies in Maharashtra and improve the irrigation capacity so that farmer income can be enhanced. Just remember the name of the state, Chief Minister, Governor is Acharya Devvrat, 2 national parks, very important things, water conservation program. Moving to next question. And all the most important questions are now covered. Moving to very important question section. Which national company signed a MOU with CSIR NAL? NAL stands for National Aerospace Laboratory, for development of 2-seater trainer aircraft through technology transfer. It means both the companies will develop 2-seater trainer aircraft through technology transfer. And answer of this question is BEML. So remember, Bharat Earth Movers Limited. And they will develop with the help of the National Aerospace Laboratory, and both will develop 2-seater trainer aircraft through technology transfer. You can see here BEML and CSIR NAL. NAL stands for National Aerospace Laboratory. And where is the headquarter of National Aerospace Laboratory? That is in Bengaluru, Karnataka. You can see the prototype of this 2-seater aeroplane, and both will develop this aircraft. You can see here it is signed under the Aero India program, which is currently held in the Karnataka, and 2 entities will also undertake joint development in the areas of advanced composites and autoclaves, like mini unmanned aerial vehicles, like I am talking about drones, design and analysis of the aircraft structure and system. HAL, that is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, which is also manufacturing Tejas aircraft. That is very important news, because in the last 3 or 4 days we are covering this news so many times. So that's why you have to remember Tejas 1 and second generation also will be manufactured by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. HAL also received the proposal of 70 basic trainers aircraft. That is again very important. If they are talking about trainer aircraft, then it will be manufactured by HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. If they are talking about 2-seater airplane, then it will be the BEML, Bharat Earth Movers Limited. And where is the headquarter of Bharat Earth Movers Limited? Headquarter is in Bengaluru, Karnataka, same as NAL. Now we are moving to next question. Which Indian institute signed MOU with the National Institute of Urban Affairs for building accessible, safe and inclusive Indian cities, that is known as BASIC? So the most important thing under this question, that building accessible, safe and inclusive Indian cities. It means the main aim to develop a framework for universal city planning for accessible, safe and inclusive cities in India to benefit all the sections of the society, including all the vulnerable section, all the disabled and elderly persons. So it is very important, you have to remember this basic. And which institute, which IIT will help this National Institute of Urban Affairs for achieving these type of the city targets? And answer of this question is IIT Kharagpur. And where is the headquarter of IIT Kharagpur? That is in West Bengal. You can see here IIT Kharagpur and National Institute of Urban Affairs. This is again very important because National Institute of Urban Affairs works under Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. And who is currently the Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs Union Minister? Hardeep Singh Puri. Remember this. And they will collaborate to build accessible and safe, inclusive Indian cities which are environment friendly, which are benefiting all the sections of the society. You can see here, building accessible, safe and inclusive Indian city is known as the BASIC program, and it is started by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. And you can see here, they are building inclusive cities in India to benefit all the sections of the society, including the disabled, elderly person and all sections of the society. And IIT Kharagpur will propose a framework after reviewing all the various acts which are already started by the Ministry of Urban Affairs and guidelines and design standards, because they have expertise, knowledge, they have experience, so that's why they can suggest the better ideas. So this is the basic function of the IIT Kharagpur. Now we are moving to next question. Prime Minister Modi released a postage stamp to mark the beginning of centenary celebration of which historical incident? So very important incident in the Indian history, and this incident was happened in 1922 on the 4th of February 1922, because on this day the violent movement occurred and Gandhiji suspended very famous movement of non-cooperation movement, which was started by Gandhiji in 1920. And this incident is known as Chauri Chaura incident, that was happened on 4th of February 1922, because some Indians basically set on fire a police station that killed 22 English policemen. So due to this violence, Gandhiji suspended non-cooperation movement on that day. So remember, Chauri Chaura incident took place on the 4th of February 1922, and it is the most important incident of Indian history. You can see here that Prime Minister Modi ji released this Chaura Chauri or the Chauri Chaura Shatabdi Mahotsav Chauri Chaura Centenary Celebration, and releases postage stamp to mark the beginning of centenary celebration of the Chauri Chaura incident. It means 100th celebration. You can see here the state government, it means I am talking about UP, because this Chauri Chaura is a village in Gorakhpur. So that's why we are talking about Uttar Pradesh. And the state government has planned various events through the 4th of February 2022 in all the 75 districts of the state to mark the centenary celebration of Chauri Chaura. And the state government also planned to develop a museum that is known as Chauri Chaura Shaheed Memorial in Gorakhpur as a heritage tourist site. So examiner can ask that Chauri Chaura Shaheed Memorial will be built in which city of Uttar Pradesh? So answer is Gorakhpur. And 4th February 1922, I already covered that 22 English policemen were died, and due to this incident, Mahatma Gandhi called off the non-cooperation movement, which was started in 1920 and it was ended in 1922. So very important if you are reading history, and it is very important as compared to the static questions. Now we are moving to next question. Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited has signed a contract with which country for delivering a fast petrol vessel called as Zoroaster? This shipbuilding company is very much important, guys. Its headquarters is in West Bengal. You have to remember this. And this fast petrol vessel is a very powerful, fuel-efficient vessel which will be capable of performing operations like patrolling, anti-smuggling, anti-poaching, and search and rescue operations. Very important, because recently Garden Research Shipbuilders and Engineers also building a vessel for the Guyana. So remember, now they are building this fast petrol vessel for Seychelles. So right answer is Seychelles. You can see here the fast petrol vessel to Seychelles and signs a contract with the GRSE. And where is the headquarter of GRSE? That is in West Bengal. You can see here Zoroaster is a powerful, fuel-efficient vessel which will be capable of performing operations like patrolling, anti-smuggling, anti-poaching, search and rescue operations. So what about Seychelles? You can see here is Seychelles. This is Madagascar. This is India. This is basically, you can say, the Arab countries. So this is Africa. So you can see the in between is Seychelles. President is Wavell Ramakalvan. Capital is Victoria, and currency is Seychelles rupee. So again, the rupee word is used by the Seychelles. You have to remember this Seychelles country. Now we are moving to next question. Directorate General of Civil Aviation gave approval to Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare to use drones to capture images of rice and wheat fields in how many districts? So we are talking about the drones or the unmanned aerial vehicles. That's why Ministry of Agriculture wanted the permission from Directorate General of the Civil Aviation. And it is the first time in India that any remote sensing technology based largest pilot study is conducted for the crop yield estimation. So that it is conducted under the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. It means it is included under the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana or the Prime Minister Fasal Bima Yojana. And it is started in 100 districts. So remember, we are talking about how many districts, then answer should be 100 districts. You can see here DGCA for flying drones to capture images under the Prime Minister Fasal Bima Yojana. You can see here, and this is applied under the 100 districts, and it comes under the Prime Minister Fasal Bima Yojana, Government of India crop insurance scheme, and this is the first time any remote sensing technology is used to conduct the crop yield estimation. So by viewing from the drones, you can estimate how much crop yield can be harvested. So this is very important. And remember about Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. Union Minister is Narendra Singh Tomar. And what is the constituency of Narendra Singh Tomar? Constituency name is Morena, Madhya Pradesh. Morena, Morena, Madhya Pradesh. And Minister of State is Parshottam Rupala. Moving to next question. Spear UAV unmanned aerial vehicle of Israel and Paras Aerospace of India signed a MOU to introduce micro-tactical unmanned aerial vehicle system into the Indian market, and it is a very nano kind of unmanned aerial vehicle. It means one company of Israel and one company of India signed to introduce this micro or the nano unmanned aerial vehicle, which is also known as the drone. What is the name of this unmanned aerial vehicle? And it is very nano, guys. Its weight is below than 250 grams. 250 grams. And what is the name? Ninox 40. Remember, Nino, it means nano. Ninox 40. This is the name of the new unmanned aerial vehicle which will be developed by the Israel company and the Indian company. You can see here, Paras Aerospace and Spear unmanned aerial vehicle signed MOU to introduce micro-tactical unmanned aerial vehicle Ninox 40 in India. You can also see here, this Ninox 40 drone system consists of a drone and a control unit, and it is intended for the use by the military forces or paramilitary forces, internal security and law enforcement agencies. It means our internal security and all over security can be enhanced by these nano type of the drones. It has been designed specially for single user operation. It means if you are on the border and if you are alone, then you can use these type of the drones alone. Weighing under 250 grams, it means less than 250 grams, very much less weight. It can carried under the soldiers vest and can be carried on persons during combat. So very important, and it is definitely strengthening the Indian security. It is also designed to operate in the harsh environment condition. It means in the northern India, like Himalaya like condition, they can perform in the harsh environment conditions like the Himalayan condition. So very important, guys, you have to remember the name. Name is Ninox 40 and it is by the Israel and India. Moving to next question. The Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, again we are talking about Hardeep Singh Puri, has signed a MOU with which company to onboard street food vendors on its food tech platform. It means if the street vendors are tying up with any food tech platform, then it enables the street food vendors to have online access to many consumers and the customers, and also to have these vendors to grow their businesses. And it will cover under the Prime Minister Swanidhi scheme. It means Prime Minister Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi, under which 10,000 rupees will be given to the street vendors as a loan. And this company is very famous, and answer is Zomato. You can see here Zomato and Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs signed this agreement so that street vendors can be tied up with the Zomato. You can see here the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs had signed a MOU with the Zomato to onboard all the street vendors on its food tech platform. Already they are attached, but who are not attached, they can attach through this program. And this is a part of Prime Minister Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi scheme, and it is Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs launched this mobile application for PM Swanidhi Se Samriddhi. This is the name of the mobile application, Prime Minister Swanidhi Se Samriddhi. and to enable street food vendors to have online access to many consumers so that they can grow their business in a very fast manner. So this is the main initiative by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Now we are moving to next question. Environment Ministry approves Lakhwar electricity project on Yamuna River, and this project is in which state or UT? Two things are important under this question. One is this Lakhwar electricity project is on which river? So answer of this question is Yamuna River. So remember, Lakhwar electricity project is on Yamuna River, and origination of Yamuna River starting point is the Yamunotri glacier, and it starts from the Uttarakhand. And Uttarakhand was very much in news because of the glacier burst in the Chamoli district of Uttarakhand, and it caused flash floods and killed so many people. And you have to remember the name of the river. Name of the river is Rishi Ganga River, from which these flash floods are generating. So this project is in which state or UT? Answer of this question is now very simple. Answer is Uttarakhand. So remember, Lakhwar electricity project, and it is on Yamuna River. So you can see here Uttarakhand Union Environment Ministry approves Lakhwar project. You can also see here it is on the Yamuna River of the Dehradun district of Uttarakhand, and this project increase the electricity capacity, like 572 million units can be generated per year. It means it will increase the energy efficiency of the state. In addition of the electricity generated, the water storage capacity is also increased because it is also a reservoir system. And it will benefit to the 6 states, especially the Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Rajasthan, Delhi, and the Himachal Pradesh. And it also helps to solve the problem of the drinking water. And it will also help to achieve the target of Jal Jeevan Mission. You have to remember this Jal Jeevan Mission. By 2024, all the rural households have been covered under this Jal Jeevan Mission. It means 100% households have tap water and the pure water to drink and to use. So what about Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change? Union Minister is Prakash Javadekar, and he is currently the member of Rajya Sabha from Maharashtra. Now we are moving to important question section, and here is one question we can discuss. Which insurance company launched Salute to Caregivers, Ek Naya Nazariya campaign for cancer survivors, and it was started on the Cancer Day. When the Cancer Day is celebrated or the observed, that is on the 4th of February. Remember this. And this insurance company name is Bharti AXA General Insurance Company. So remember, they started a campaign known as the Salute to Caregivers. You can see here, Bharti AXA General Insurance launched Salute to Caregivers campaign to support cancer survivors. And you have to remember, this is a campaign, and the tagline of campaign is Jang mein hum sang hain. It means we are all together under this war or in this war. And World Health Organization also reported that 17 people die every minute from cancer in the world. It means if we are completing the video in the 25 minutes or the 30 minutes, if we are taking the 30 minutes, then it means 510 people died during our video. So this is most devastating thing, guys, most devastating things. So 17 people die every minute from cancer in the world, and it is a survey of World Health Organization. What about Bharti AXA General Insurance? Headquarters in Mumbai, Maharashtra. MD and CEO is Sanjeev Srinivasan. Tagline is very important, Suraksha Ka Naya Nazariya. That's why the campaign is Ek Naya Nazariya campaign. So remember, Salute to Caregiver, Bharti AXA General Insurance. Headquarters in Mumbai, Maharashtra. So now we are moving to one-liner important questions, and here is first point. Number of new cancer cases in the northeast region expected to rise by the 57,131 by the 2025, and it is a survey of Indian Council of Medical Research. But don't remember, it is just information that cancer patients are increasing also in India and especially in the northeastern region. Next is the 6th India-Russia Military Industrial Conference was held in Bengaluru, Karnataka. So it will strengthen the relationship between the India and Russia. Not so much important, but you can remember. Next, India's tea output drops by 9.7% in 2020 due to flood and COVID restriction, and lifts average prices to record high because there is a less production but demand is increasing. So that's why the prices are high. So that's why the average prices are increasing and inflation is going high in the tea areas. So it is especially in the northeastern region again. Next, more than 39 billion in school meals were missed across the globe during the COVID-19 due to pandemic closures by the UNICEF. So this is a UNICEF report, and it is a very harmful thing that so many children are not able to attend the school due to the COVID-19, and they are not basically eating any meal. So it will increase the chronic hunger as well as the global hunger. So it is very important to feed that people and feed that students. So it is a UNICEF report. So remember about UNICEF when we are celebrating the UNICEF Day, that is on 11 December. And where is the headquarters? New York, United States of America. Executive Director is Henrietta Fore. Next is Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal inaugurated Assam's first heliport at Majoli, and it is the Assam related news. So if you belongs to Assam, then you can remember this news that Assam's first heliport is inaugurated in Majoli. Majoli is, you can say, the riverine island, and it is the one of the world largest riverine island in Assam, Majoli, and it is created by the Brahmaputra river. Next is Air Quality Management Panel set to partner with premier institutions so that they can establish decision-making support system. And don't remember this news, just remember Air Quality Management Panel. And recently, government formed Air Quality Management Commission. And who is the head of this Air Quality Management Commission? Answer is MM Kuti. So remember these things. And what are important things? ICMR is there, Russia is there. Next is UNICEF is there, that is important, and Majoli is there. Now we are moving to the answer of the 5th of Feb 2021 question. Question was in 42nd amendment of Constitution Amendment 1976, which word was added to the preamble? So this is very important amendment because 42nd amendment is also known as the mini constitution. Remember, this amendment is also known as the mini constitution because so many articles under the constitution was changed during emergency by the Indira Gandhi government. But we are talking about only the preamble. Then we added 3 words in the preamble. One is socialist, second is secular, third is integrity under the fraternity definition. So answer of this question is not a single option. Answer of this question is 2 options, that is secular and socialist. So answer is C and D. So remember, 3 words we have added. One is socialist, second is secular, third is integrity. So now we are moving to the question of the day. Question of the day is, which one of the following paper was edited by Gandhiji in South Africa? Not in India, in South Africa. So I am giving you hint that Gandhiji started graduation in 1888 in England, that is in the field of law, and he completed in 1891. After that, he went to South Africa in 1893 and he returned to India in 1915. And on 9th of Jan, we are celebrating Pravasi Bharatiya Divas when Gandhiji returned to India. So in South Africa, Gandhiji started a newspaper. What is the name of this newspaper? In simple word, you can say. And you have to comment me only in the comment box, not in the chat box. So guys, if you like this video, then please provide 700 plus likes, and you have to subscribe our channel and you have to press this bell button so that we can provide you more videos, because you can receive these notification on time and you can see the videos on time. And it is Affairs Cloud promise that it will boost your confidence in the general awareness section. And if you are reading the current affairs from our PDFs and if you are watching these videos regularly, then it means your current affairs section will definitely go strong, because 90 to 95% current affairs which are coming in your exams are covered by Affairs Cloud. And guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and always take care and don't take life so much serious. Life is fun, life is beautiful, and always be healthy. And I am very much proud of you, all the students. Thank you guys again. Take care. Bye bye.